Somebody got me going some weird way. Maybe there's a wreck at the end of my road or something. Yeah, that was really weird. It's kind of cool to take a spin through the neighborhood, I guess. Really strange to circle me out of the neighborhood that way. I'm gonna look down the road when I get up here and see if something's going on. Oh, this person's gonna try to fucking turn left. Hope they give me a little. He's about to be pissed I fucking pulled out. I mean, I had all the fucking time in the world with that car turning. Alright, well, another day. Beautiful, perfect weather day to be out riding. I keep saying we're not going to have too many more of these, and I keep getting some good ones. I guess the whole like week of rain where I didn't ride or post or do much anything because it was raining, kind of brought in some nice, little cooler weather, which is good. We like it. So anyway, hope everyone knows now that I am not dead. I had a really weird thing happen where I got an email in the middle of the day from one of the banking institutions that I use. It said your credit card has been cut off. I'm like, that's weird. I mean, I pay my credit card bills, and I have money to. I'm like, you just cut it off? That's really strange. So I go to log in to that particular banking institution, and they won't let me log in. It says you cannot currently use online login, blah, 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 blah. Call this 800 number. I'm like, okay. So I call the 800 number, and I'm like, hey, I can't log in. I got an email, blah, blah, blah. I told them the story I just told you. And they're like, okay, let's see what's going on here. And the guy looks at my account, and he's like, it says here that you're deceased. I'm like, well, obviously I'm not. I'm having this conversation with you right now, not deceased. And so yeah, I talked to him, and he sends me up to another guy. He checks my information again. I'm like, I'm not deceased, not deceased, not deceased. And he sends me up to another guy. This guy's like, okay, you have to go into a physical location and fill out a proof of life form. I'm like, God dang it, dude. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, it is what it is at this point. My bank is cut off. I got to go fill out this proof of life form. And I'm like, why would someone do that? I'm like, what? I'm like, is this like a scammer thing? Like, how does this work? And he's like, no. He's like, not that I know of. He's like, most of the time, he's like, people will try to like take advantage of like a dead person's bank account, but that's if they're already dead. They'll try to withdraw money out of it before like any of the family members or whatever can get into it. He's like, there's no reason for them to like call in and say that you're dead. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't understand the logic behind this. And he was like, the only time that I've seen this happen where like someone else did it and it wasn't just an input or numbers accident is if like somebody's ex-wife just wanted to cause them a bunch of trouble, so they call into the bank and say that they're dead. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any ex-wives, first off, and I don't think anybody that I've ever been in a relationship with would has a vendetta against me to the point of where they would call the bank and tell them that I'm dead, which is a really weird thing. It's just a fucking inconvenience, really. And so yeah, I go and I Google the bank, and I'm like, all right, I'm on the phone with the dude, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to pull up at this bank in a couple minutes. And he's like, okay, well, take down my number and have them call me or whatever when you get in there and do the proof of life form. I'm like, okay, cool. And like he volunteers up his number. This is gonna come in later in the story. This guy volunteers up his number, and I'm like, okay. And so I go into the bank, First Bank. Well, it's not called First Bank, but the first bank that I went to, I also ended up going to another bank. But First Bank, I go in, I tell the dude what's up, and he's like, oh, unfortunately, dude behind the counter, he's like, oh, unfortunately, we don't have any bankers here. I'm like, you fucking what? You don't have any bankers in a bank? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What are you talking about? You don't have any bankers? And he's like, yeah, we don't have any bankers like on staff right now. I'm like, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to think about that. I don't understand why it's even there. If you don't have any bankers, why is there a physical location to this bank? Just put up an ATM. Why are they paying the real estate? Anyway, so he's like, oh, you could go to this bank down the road, another branch of this same bank. And I'm like, do they have fucking bankers? And he's like, I don't know, you could call them, or I could call them for you. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna fucking first off, it's gonna be all automation. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all automation. I'm just gonna go down there because I gotta get this fixed. So I call him as I'm walking out of the first bank, going toward the second bank. I call him and try to, get through to a banker, or try to get through to someone to see if there, which is a weird question to call the bank. Is there a banker? Is there a banker in this bank? But that's what I did. I called them because it was, 10 minutes away, which is nice that they have so many locations. I'll give them that. It's good that they have so many locations. It's only 10 minutes away. The other bank I use, their closest location is 15 away. So yeah, I called them, and actually somebody picks up after a couple minutes on waiting and pushing buttons for an automation. Somebody picks up. I'm like, yeah, do you guys have a banker? But I didn't say it like that. I was a little bit frustrated with the situation at the current time. So I called this lady, and she's like, well, we have two bankers, but neither of them are available. They're both in appointments. What do you need? And I'm like, what do I need? I'm like, I need to fill out a proof of life form. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they cut off my bank accounts, cut off, my online access, and at least my credit card. I didn't know at this point that my accounts have been cut off, or maybe I did after talking to that guy. And she's talking to me like I'm doing some kind of fucking fraud, which I guess they might be fucking used to at that point in this area. Atlanta's pretty well known for a lot of people doing fraud and shit. So, I call, and then when I go in there, I walk up to the front to the counter. There's 3 people behind the counter. I guess they're tellers, not bankers. But anyway, I told him what I told her, assuming that it was 2 ladies and 1 guy, assuming that one of them was the person that I talked to on the phone. It was not. Some other lady walked out when I walked in, and she was like, you can just sit down. She was like, the bankers are busy right now. And I'm like, yo, first off, fucking chill. Because she heard what I was saying. And then she went over to them and was like, leaned over the counter, like whispering to the tellers when I sat down. And he's saying that his account was shut off because he's deceased and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, why are you acting like I'm doing something fucking sketch? I'm like, I brought myself in here. No hat, no mask, no fucking whatever, with my ID, my card for them, my social security card. Like, the only thing I was missing was a fucking original birth certificate to prove that I am who I am. Which, it was not a big deal with the banker. The banker was super nice. She was really helpful, actually, because the guy that I had talked to on the phone, previously, he's like, hey, once you fill out that proof of life form, he's like, we'll be able to get your account opened up immediately. Because I had a direct deposit for my job that came in last night. This all happened yesterday. I had a direct deposit for my job that came in last night. So I was like, I have to get this money, otherwise it might be lost in the fucking abyss, And there's no telling how long it would have taken me to get that money back, if I ever would have at all, if I wouldn't have got that account open. So yeah, I was talking to her. She called in. I gave her the number and the name of that dude, and she didn't seem like, she was like, all right, whatever. She called the own number that popped up on her computer, which is fine. That makes sense because of like safety reasons. And so she calls them and gets somebody on the phone, and they're like, all right, your account will be open in 5 to 7 days. I'm like, okay, that's not going to work for me because I have a check that's coming in fucking tonight. And if it's 7 business days, I'm like, that'll be another check that I'm missing. So I'll have to hunt down 2 fucking paychecks. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. I'm like, I just, so I was in her office. I tried to call that number. This is where it comes back in. I tried to call the number that dude gave me. And I was like, hey, I tried to get through to somebody. I was like, this lady kept asking me questions. The first person that picked up the phone, I, like an idiot, thought he gave me his direct number, which, there wasn't an extension on an 888 number, so I should have known. But I'm like, yeah, and I asked for his name, and she's just still like asking me questions. I'm like, look, I'm like trying to explain to her what happened. I'm like, I just need to get in touch with this guy. And she's like, oh, you don't need to be on this line. You need to be with these people. And I'm like, look, I'm like, no,
Turn right onto East Ponce de Leon Avenue.
Because at this point, the banker lady is sitting in front of me. I'm in her office on the phone. I'm like, all right, one of us is going to be able to get in touch with somebody that can get me my shit open back up 2 fucking day, and not in 5 to 7 business days. Because that, I would have just lost 2 fucking paychecks, more than likely. So yeah, this lady, she can't figure it out. So the banker, tells the other person on the line with, that she's on with the proof of life department or estate. It was estate something that I had to call into, and tells them what's going on. And because at first she wasn't even like really privy to the whole form thing. She was like, when she called in at first, she was like, oh, you don't have to fill out the form. I'm like, okay, cool. But then she said 5 to 7 days. They were just trying to like do less. Not the banker. Like I said, again, the banker was really helpful and really cool. Not the banker, but the people in the call center for the estate, whatever, were trying to do less, which she later explained to me. Because when she told me 5 to 7 days, I was like, no, that's when, But anyway, so she goes through and, asks questions and makes that happen. I filled out the proof of life thing. And, yeah, so apparently, according to the banking institutions, I'm alive. And hopefully nothing else is going to happen. I have several credit cards. Only one through that bank, which I need, that particular one. But I guess I don't know if they turned it back on or what the fuck they did. But hopefully it's not somebody out there, doing weird shit in my name, and I'm gonna be all fucked up about it. They're gonna start cutting off all my credit cards and fuck my credit score up. I don't really need credit cards.
Turn left onto Valley Brook Road.
But it's nice to have good credit in case I ever want to purchase a house or fucking leader bike. That's exactly what I need. Go from this old
Continue for 6 miles.
dogged motorcycle to a fucking leader bike. I wouldn't call it dogged. It's not that bad. But compared to newer bikes, and especially compared to sport bikes, and especially compared to leader bikes, this thing is like very slow. But we did get it out on the interstate, which was good. Little first interstate ride. It is not fucking comfortable to ride this thing on the interstate, I'll tell you right now. Even with, I had gear on, and it's just, this thing is, there's no windshield. It's not very aerodynamic, so I'm just getting fucking pushed every second. So it's just like really like consistent focus, and also like my bike is in super high RPMs in 5th gear the whole time, because you know, this thing tops out at like 125, so going like 80 on the interstate, which I don't even know if it tops out at 125 anymore, to be honest with you. This thing might top out at like 100. So going around, you know, 80, sometimes you need to go 85 on the interstate in Atlanta. Like sometimes you gotta, you know, pop over and get around stuff and the slow traffic and all this shit. So it's yeah, it wasn't super pleasant. But I got a video of that, me and Casey and Joey riding out to Marietta, which is it was pretty fun. And then me and Casey rode back because Joey had somewhere else to go, so we rode back side streets and stuff. So yeah, that was good. This is where I almost laid my fucking bike down. Sitting at this light, another biker came up. I had my wheel caught like this, and I turned to talk to him. I want to do it again. Turned to talk to him, not realizing my wheel was cocked and not like paying attention to the balance of it, and almost laid my shit down. I felt like a fucking idiot, but I caught it and picked it up using all my strength and might. A little Nebraska up here. Oh, how I wish I could lane filter. I thought I kicked this thing into first. That was weird. A little jerky set down. A little 24-hour Crystals. So my grandmother used to call it Crystals. Get you some of them Crystal burgers. They're good. I fuck with Crystal pretty heavy. Fuck with like Crystal and White Castle. I know. You're a fucking fanboy of White Castle. You're gonna be like, Crystal's not the same as White Castle. I know. I'm aware. I get it. Calm down. They are very similar though. Small square burgers, super thin patties, same size fucking bun, patty and shit. Come in a little box. So, you know, you can get White Castle high horse, I suppose, if you're on one. Let's see, is everybody going? Is everybody fucking going? Nobody's turning left? Yeah! Usually people are trying to turn left at this light, and you want to be in the right lane, because there's no arrow, so they can sit there all fucking day, pretty much. So that was really nice, holy shit. It is a fucking fair amount of traffic out here. Going down into Buckhead. It's a really pretty area though. A lot of people, including myself, talk about this a lot, how many trees there are in the city of Atlanta and surrounding areas. It's really like beautiful. It's really nice to be in a city like this large and have this many trees. It definitely helps with air pollution, even though we still have quite a bit. Yeah, it just makes it look and feel nicer to exist. I don't necessarily want to be living in the city much longer. If I don't have to, I'd like to be back out in the country. A place a little bit more rural. But for now, if I do have to be in a city, this is a good one to be in, I suppose. I enjoy it at least. I've been to quite a few in the United States, and I don't know if I would say this is my favorite. It's got its ups and downs. It was my favorite for a while, especially when I first moved down here, but I don't know. I'm just kind of the kind of person that needs a fair amount of change. So I don't know. I would like to be somewhere permanent that is, you know, how do I want to say this? Somewhere more rural where I can build, or I can be on some land and not have to worry about driving in this traffic, grow a lot of my own food, raise my own animals and such. Oh, there's a mail truck right here. That's good. Perfect. perfect time of the day to be delivering mail, that's for fucking sure. I will never understand why they haven't converted the mail system to happen. Ah, dang it. I gotta get between some of these nerds. Alright. Yeah, I feel like, and you know, if you actually listen to this, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Somebody get a damn petition together. Mail service overnight. I feel like it would be way cooler for them. Like, we're not here in the fucking heat in Atlanta. It would be way cooler for them if they were able to deliver mail at night, and they wouldn't be fucking the roads up out here, like during school traffic and shit. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a fucking dumb thing to be doing to me. This dude is out here in the Skechers. Sick. Whoa, bagger. What's up, man? Brother. I don't know if that's Harley or not. No, it looks like it. Some kind of bagger. Big windshield on the front. He looks like he's chilling. Me and him are doing opposite things here. I am super stripped down, nothing on my fucking bike. Way far lean forward. He is like lean back like a Cadillac, baby. She looks comfortable, man. I'm fucking jealous when I see him sometimes. Especially when I'm riding for a while. Fuck, that looks nice. That looks nice and comfortable. It is sweet, man. There's something cool about it. I feel like the more I ride and I'm around and paying more attention to motorcycles, the more I'm like, I think other bikes are fucking cool. I don't know what the fuck that is. Dude, I just don't know motorcycles like that. Especially cruisers. If I can't see the logo. So I started looking at it because I kind of want to build a chopper, like based around a Harley engine, to have a cruiser. It's like fucking laid back Cadillac, you know. So I kind of started looking at like the different generations of Harley engines. So I'm kind of familiar with some of them. He's not patched up, so I should be fine. Throwing the doves. Oh, Brian Jennings, hey. It's for my insurance is through. Nice. Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. I'll shout out to them though. I mean, they give me a good deal on insurance. They do all the insurance for my car, my truck, my motorcycle, my wife's vehicle, or other insurances that aren't health related. You got dark fucking clouds coming in? Dude, if it fucking rains. Oh, yo, nice. I missed it. Haha. I did not see that thing. I need to follow further behind this Kia probably. I'm about to pull in here and get some T-Bell before I go to work. It is Friday, so they will not be feeding me. Alright, back to it. Fucking leaving Taco Bell here. Pretty good. This is like the best fucking one in the area. They actually fucking get my orders right. They hook it up pretty good on portion size. They don't act like it's a complete inconvenience for me to be there. So yeah, I enjoy that one. Pretty good shit. Little T-Bell. Oh man, I could just fucking skirt right up there. I feel like I'm gonna have to start filtering in the summer when it gets hot. Oh, blow my fucking. Either that or I'll have to just get another bike that's liquid cooled, won't I? Plenty of people driving poorly out here, no shortage of that. Look at that, changing lanes in the middle of the intersection. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Dig them out, baby. Come on now. Screw it. I'll let them know I'm over here. Ah. Well, I had that damn Taco Bell and ready for a nap now. Said I'm going into work. Luckily, we got a nice little espresso machine where I work. Go in there, get highly caffeinated to see some of the crew. This guy is a fucking maniac. I was about to switch lanes, he pulled out earlier. It's nuts. Oh, fucking plates. Oh, plates. Oh. Oh, man. Well, hopefully that means some kind of progress. Hopefully that means that, you know, in a few months it'll be a nice, brand new, smooth old road through here. Because this shit is not good. I know I have to be in this lane here in a minute. So I have to, quote unquote, continue straight. Oh, this Amazon delivery driver up here is chiefing, baby. I guess it's him. It could be somebody else, you know. Go, motherfucker! Oh my god, if you're gonna... Dude. Fuck you, Alabama tag. Please go, man. You're gonna pull out in front of everybody, man. You gotta be ready to fucking get on it, dog on it. Yeah, I was looking at me awful strange. He's like furrowing his brow at me. Like, what is that piece of shit? Let them know I'm out here. Da-da-da. Some beautiful, beautiful holes in the road here. What we love to see. Bumpity bump bump. So I would be fucking freaking out at night if those trees were over my house like that. Damn. The all nicer part of town here. Got some tall buildings. AC hotels. I sure fucking hope that bitch has got AC in it. Man, skyscrapers are a trip sometimes. Like, how do we even get there? Who the fuck was like, we're gonna build 50 buildings right on top of one another. We're just gonna go. I probably thought he was a fucking lunatic. Well, the fact that they're like straight up and down too is crazy. Like, you would think it would have to be shaped like a pyramid, you know? Like the first person was like, oh no, it doesn't need to be smaller. It can just be straight. They're like, you're fucking insane. It's just gonna fall over. It looks like it should just fall over, right? I don't know. This shit trips me out. Going up in the really tall ones is cool though. Like the Empire State Building, going up that is a fucking awesome. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. I ruined it. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Fucking gravel and grass clippings will get you every time. Would have been crazy if I would have decided to be in the other lane though. Come on, green light. Come on up. I have sat at this light several times. Maybe it'll let us have it. No, fuck. Bro. Bitch, what are you doing? God damn, people are nuts around here. There we go.